Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Palme.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to season 13, episode 33, overall 693 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, brought to you by our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership. They are located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles as well. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership can be reached at 519-824-0210, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet has been a proud sponsor of this show for the last 3.5 years. I hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday, April 14th, 2026. This is my second show in the last hour. I just had Carrie Norland, a crime analyst, on from the Lakewood, Colorado Police Department on, and my second show tonight, which is just now, a little bit late. I'll explain later. It's with a rescheduled guest, and I'm really happy to have her on. It's her first appearance. Her name is Dianna Bellerose. She is an author, a singer, a songwriter, and a life coach, and a radio host of her own talk show. And we're going to bring on Dianna Bellerose right now. Good evening, Dianna. How are you?
Hello. I cannot hear you. There is a problem.
Okay, I can see and hear you. Okay. I'll check everything. Everything on my end has been checked. So I don't know if you want to try to relog off and relog on again. I can definitely hear you and see you. Everyone, just bear with us. Technology sometimes. Like I said, I can hear my guest Dianna fine. She just can't hear me, so hopefully we can get her. So maybe try. I'm gonna get you to try logging off. Okay, guys, just bear with me. My audio, if anybody is watching our show right now, if you can let me know if you can see and hear me okay. Dianna says she couldn't hear me, so it's just a technical glitch, and hopefully we'll get Dianna back on in a minute or two as well. But I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming on here and watching Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, my second show of the day. And I want to say thank you to my first guest today, who is with the police department. Carrie, I can't even remember her name now. Carrie, from the Lakewood, Colorado plate. Just bear with me, guys. I'm mumbling around. Like I said, we'll just hopefully we can get Dianna Bellerose on and get our technical glitches happen, which it happens in TV and radio. So we'll just see if we can get Dianna on right now. Hello, Dianna. Can you hear and see me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't know. It happens sometimes.
Technology, TV, radio, live streaming. I had a little glitch with my get my other guest earlier today too, and we got that worked out. So I'm glad you're able to come on my show. I hope you're feeling much better than you were a week ago.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a really long coughing, and I don't know what was going on, but I heard a lot of people are coughing. So I feel fine right now. There is something going on, but we don't know. Eventually, we'll find out.
It is flu and cold season, and I actually had a cold last week for 4 days, and I actually did a show which I probably should have rescheduled because I was sneezing and coughing, and I got through the show. But I think now if I am not 100%, I'll just reschedule too, and it happens to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sorry to everyone who was waiting to see and talk to me and hear my story.
No worries. I'm just glad you're able to come on, and I want to say thank you so much, Diana. And how's the weather in your part of the world right now?
Right now, it's nice and sunny in California, and it's not very warm. It's a little bit chill in the evening. It's very cold. Sometimes I have to turn on the heater, but it's still April. It's still winter, so it's understandable.
Yeah, I live near Toronto, so we had a long winter this year. It started back in November, and up until recently, we still had snow, but the snow is all gone here now, and the temperatures are now back in the 50s and 60s. I think tomorrow we're supposed to be in the 70s, so I think spring is definitely coming.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
We get 4 seasons here. My favorite seasons of the year are fall and winter. I guess in California, you really only have 1 season, really.
Yeah, sometimes it gets very cold, sometimes it's raining, but the rain it's very rare. So when we see rainy, we are kind of being happy. It's not like in Canada you have the snow and everything else. It's beautiful. I've been to Canada. I've been to Ottawa, and it was just absolutely fabulous experience.
Ottawa, I've never been there, so I've actually been a fun fact about me, I've been more to the States than my own country, so I'm trying to travel more to Canada, and Ottawa is definitely on one of my places as well. Now, what did you when you came to Ottawa, what did you like the most about the city and the province when you visited?
Actually, I love the people there. They're extremely friendly. The nature was absolutely beautiful. I went to the French, this lady, she took me to the French part, and it was late in the evening. It was just beautiful. It was just beautiful. Different than America, I can tell you for sure. I had a great time. She took me to some kind of a parade. It was absolutely fabulous experience. I was in a house there, French house, very old house. It was a farmers community, and it was really, really a good adventure. I loved it so much. It was absolutely fabulous experience for me.
Well, hopefully you come back to Canada again at some point.
I wish if you invite me, I'll be more than happy to do that.
Diana, you're originally from East. You were born and raised in Eastern Europe. How much of an adjustment was it coming from Eastern Europe to the United States?
It usually takes 2 years until you adjust. And I came long time ago. It's been almost 20 years. I have been living in United States. Right now, I feel that this is my country. I adjusted really well because the idea of me coming here was to learn about the culture here, about the people here. And I went to college for 4.5 years. I learned a lot. I met a lot of people. It was just completely different setting for me. The completely different people. Um, when it comes to the professors who are doing the lecture and everything else, on the top of meeting people from all over the world, and I kind of fell in love with America and the way things are right here, and I kind of adapted very quickly, honestly. And the fact that I was able to learn English, I was able to put a lot of work into, learning how to write. And this helped me in the long run because I have written so far 7 books. And
Congratulations.
thank you. Thank you so much. And I feel very thankful and grateful to this country for giving me this opportunity. And it was so far a really great experience. Of course, there is a negative and positive, like in everything else, it cannot be only, positive.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I love it. I love it.
What do you love about California the most? Obviously, the weather, but do you find there's a lot of diversity in California in terms of
Yes,
culture? Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. You can hear any language you could possibly imagine here. You can meet people from all over the world. You can learn a lot from them, which is something I love to do. and it's uh, it's a little bit different right now, as we all know what's going on in California, in Hollywood, and all of these things. I don't want to go in it. And I love also the fact that I was able to find my tribe. Since I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I'm a filmmaker, and I go to events and I meet people who I can make connection with and eventually work with them. So this is something that I love. And of course, we have the ocean, we have Malibu here, um, and all of this beautiful nature that we have on our disposal too.
Wanted to ask you this as well, Diana. When did you develop an interest for the music and the entertainment industry?
Actually, I started singing when I was 6 in Bulgaria, and I was in every play and everything that was going on in school. Then, when I moved to United States of America, I started writing my first song in 2008, which is based on my book, the novel Fire and Ice. It was just experimental. I just wanted to see how my song is going to be accepted by the audience. And it was, again, something that I just wanted to do. I just wanted to do. And suddenly I submitted my song here because I was living in Seattle, Washington when everything started. I submitted my song to academia academia awards here in Los Angeles, and suddenly my song got chosen for best spoken song, which was really huge thing for me. And I decided that I should start writing more songs. When I moved here in 2017, it took me several years until I adapted and kind of saw what's going on, learn about the business, met some people. And then, during the COVID, I started writing more and more songs.
How would you describe yourself as a songwriter? And did anyone else in your family have musical abilities such as yourself?
Um, Actually, my mom, she used to be a dancer. And I don't remember her singing or anything like that. But I guess I was the only one, or probably there was somebody else in my family that I have no idea about it. My family was a little bit dysfunctional, so um, they didn't take the time to talk to me, explain to me more about my family tree and things like that. So I don't know. I don't know exactly who might be somebody who I was related to, and eventually, brought me to the point where I started to write songs and sing. So it's kind of hard for me to tell.
What do you like about the songwriting aspect of the music industry the most?
I like actually the fact that I can express myself in and unplug from the society and everything else that is going on. And most of my songs are based on my observation every day and my interactions with other people, what they have to say, what's going on in their life, as well as what's going on in my life. So, again, it's a way for me to express my feelings and my observation.
Diana, who were some of your favorite artists, both male and female, growing up?
Growing up, actually, since I grew up in Bulgaria, honestly, there were a lot of singers who were really good singers. And I don't know if you know Emil Dimitrov, Lily Ivanova, they're very, very popular singers. And when I came to United States, I was probably one of the first fans of Celine Dion, and I went to several of her concerts in Las Vegas and in Tacoma, Washington, um, at the Chateau Saint Michel in Washington. It's a winery. This was her first concert, and I loved her songs because they were very deep, very emotional, and with a lot of lyrics about love and about connection and relationships and everything else. So this is something that I'm kind of curious about it, and I love to learn about other people's relationships and what's going on and how is their daily life look like and everything else.
Music is very powerful, and it's also a form of therapy too.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It helps a lot for your mental health also. When you're feeling down, usually I start writing when I feel like I need to sit and do something with all the emotions that are going on inside of me. And of course, is based on my encounters in life and my relationships in life.
You mentioned the word mental health too. Do you find, in your opinion, mental health has shrunk these days due to the internet, social media, and all the doom and gloom out there these days?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely, it impacts you a lot. And I'm telling people when you feel that it's too much, please don't go on media places. Don't look at anything. Just go and take care for yourself. Take a walk, do some meditation, do some yoga, do something that is gonna help you unplug from the reality around us. Like in my case, I don't know if you know, I just got back from Maldives. I went to Maldives and it was absolutely great way to heal yourself. You don't have to use your phone. I didn't have any connection only in at the hotel and I was sitting on the phone just for a little bit and it did help me a lot. It's kind of healing your soul and at the same time you kind of switch from being on media places to being in nature and exploring and admiring all the beautiful things that are surrounding you. And I definitely suggest everybody to do something like that because media places is getting very overwhelming when it comes to negativity, to all the things that are happening right now. And a lot of people are sitting hours and hours and that's not a healthy way to cope in life on the top of the new life that is presented to us right now. And we are like a toddlers learning to walk in this life because what we have now so far right now it's not working and we need to have different approach when it comes to life at the moment.
In your opinion, do you find empathy has shrunk too these days?
Honestly, I don't see. Sorry to say that a lot of empathy in people because I see a lot of people are changing for the worse, not for the good. The way they treat themselves, the way they treat other people, and the same time the way they treat nature and animals. Animals are the ones that are taking a lot of abuse from human beings and it kind of makes me very sad and angry at the same time and I'm ashamed from what the human race is capable of and what the human race is demonstrating at the moment.
For myself, Diana, I find music, walking, and I also do volunteer work with two organizations. One for speaking to students about careers and education, and I also volunteer at a local humane society twice a week. So I walk dogs, I help them, and I feel so much better when I'm around dogs. So I tell people listen to music, do some walking, and also do volunteer work and give back. And I love being around animals. I've always had cats and dogs. I've always adopted them and rescued them from shelters. And animals are so much better than humans. I totally agree with you there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Dianna, I'm going to put you on the spot with this question. Do you remember the first time you performed in front of a live audience and the first song you wrote?
Yes, I do. I was here. I performed for the first time in Universal's studio, and it was in front of audience for the first time. And honestly, since I used to be a dancer, I was a dancer in middle school for 5 years, and um, it kind of brought me back to this time. And the moment I get on stage, kind of all the nervousness and everything that makes me feel uncomfortable actually goes down. And I just feel very good on stage in front of people. And I start doing what am I supposed to do and why I'm on stage. So it was somebody I met. She's from she's a musician, she's a guitar player, and she was the one who helped me first with giving me the opportunity to be on stage here in Hollywood. She played the guitar, and I sang my song, I'm an Angel. And it was one of the best experience ever because everybody was very welcoming. Everybody was very warm and very empathetic. And I told them that I have never sang on stage. This is my first time, but they made me feel very good and made the whole thing very easy for me.
How much have you evolved and improved as a singer and a songwriter?
Actually, a lot because it kind of every time I'm working on a song, like yesterday, I was working on my new single called "Make Me Happy," and it's kind of easier for me right now to sing the songs to kind of match the lyrics with the music and everything else, and it's getting easier and easier and easier every time. At the same time, since I sang almost 16 times at the Viper Room, it's very popular place. I don't know if you know, this is on Sunset in West Hollywood, and this helped me a lot. Experience, practice, and everything else helps a lot.
What's one word to describe Dianna Bellerose as a singer? One word.
Just one word. Huh. It came love. The word that came to me is love.
Congratulations on your latest single, Make Me Happy. When is this song going to be out for the audience, the fans to listen to?
Probably in about 3 or 4 days.
Well, congratulations. And I wanted to get your thoughts, Dianna, too. The music industry has obviously changed with live streaming platforms. What are your thoughts on Spotify and Apple iTunes? And do you feel the artists should get compensated more for their work through live streaming platforms?
Absolutely. We are, I don't want to be negative, but we are getting robbed by these platforms. They're not paying us enough money, and they're taking big portions on the top of using our songs to make, uh, their remixes and their playlists, and they making additional money from us, but they're paying just a little bit, which is really, really disrespectful. And I taking this personally. I emailed Spotify, but we are dealing with giants, with huge corporations, and I don't think they are being interested in what we have to say, and they're being very disrespectful and towards us and towards the art we create.
Would you like to see the music industry have their own union?
Um, yeah, why not? Why not? Absolutely, absolutely.
And what are your thoughts on traditional radio shrinking? Obviously, I want to get into. I'm looking to get back onto radio, but back in the 70s and 80s when I grew up, a lot of music obviously got played through traditional radio, and now it's through Spotify, iHeartRadio, live streaming. Do you find the radio industry is shrinking too much?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because, these giants basically are suppressing. And I definitely feel that the radio stations should have more exposure and more opportunity. And at the same time, I feel that this is going to give more opportunities to the singers too, to have their art exposed to the world.
Diana, how much has the music career? How much has your music career impacted your life?
Actually impacted me a lot, because I actually proved to myself that I can be in a places, different places, and I can do my art, and I can be um, in front of audience without any hesitation, and it's giving me more confidence. At the same time, it's helping me understand that anything is possible, and it's pushing me more and more, in the direction I want to be.
For those people who are watching our show right now, live stream or later on the audio platforms, and they're looking to get into the music industry as a singer, songwriter, any part of the industry, what advice would you give to them from your experiences?
I just want to give them the advice to keep going, to never give up. And I definitely want to tell them to go and do open mics as much as they can. I have done it for almost 2 years, so they can meet the right people, so they can be in the right tribe, make connections, and um, it's not very easy business. It takes connections, of course, and you never know who is going to reach to you. You never know who is in the audience, and you never know who is the person who is going to take you to the next level.
Connections and networks, like you said, not just in the music industry, but in any career too. And you also don't want to burn your bridges with people too, because it is a very small world.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's very true. But at the same time, I want to tell you something. You have to be careful, because sometimes what is very shiny could be a trap, and you can get in a very scary situation. And you have to be very smart again, and you have to be very careful the way the things are right now. And as you see, the music industry, it's not what we wish to see, and it's not what we expect. And I had calls, believe it or not, from Beyonce, and I said no. And everybody knows why I said no. And I don't want to put myself in a situation where I don't want to be.
And also, I wanted to mention to you how important is it to surround yourself with the right people and also have a business acumen for the industry too.
It's very important. It's very important to have people who are positive, who are lifting you instead of pulling you down. You have to be very choosy in your connections. And again, when it comes to the music industry again, and you need to watch out for yourself first and then everything else. And I also want to say that you have to believe in yourself. You have to have faith in yourself, and you need to keep going. No matter what's going on in your life, you need to keep going, and you need to keep pursuing your dreams. And I promise you, eventually, you're going to get where you're supposed to be. Because if something is meant to be, it's going to happen.
Mindset, strong support system, and also you have to have the passion for what you're doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to love what are you doing in order to get to the final destination you want to be.
when it starts becoming like work, then that maybe it's time to move on to something else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you.
Dianna, do you have any plans for an album? And what are your thoughts on the shrinking CD market? Obviously, back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, but it seems to be kind of shrinking to nothing now.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. And the problem is people are not having the funds like before, and everything what is going in the society impacts everybody in all walks of life and all the professions and everything else. It's not very easy to be in any business from my observations, but it doesn't mean that you have to stop doing the things you have, like you said, passion about. You need to keep going, you need to keep pushing, and you need to do the work. You need to do the work. Don't give up. Don't be depressed. And again, watch out for the people who you have around, and don't stay home. Also, I can tell you, go and do some, interactions with other people, because again, you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know who is going to be the person who is going to help you, to support you, and to make things easier for you to get where you want to go.
Absolutely. And also, as much as I love doing my virtual show like this, I do a lot of media work where I do live in person interviews as well. So, as much as I love doing virtual, there's nothing better than doing interviews with people in person as well. Just like as a performer, it's one thing to do it virtually, but it's a different thing when you're doing it in front of a live audience.
Absolutely. Yeah, it makes a huge difference because you make different connections. You're able to talk to the people, you are able to learn about your music through them and see how your music is being accepted by the people who are in the audience. And at the same time, you can show them your skills as a singer, as somebody who is there to make sure that everyone else is having a good time.
What are your thoughts on the return of vinyl albums? Obviously, I grew up in the 70s. So back in the 70s and 80s, they were huge. What are your thoughts on them? And do you see the cassette players coming back too?
Absolutely, honestly, because life goes in circles, like the fashion and everything else.
Yep.
And this will be very, very interesting. And I'm not surprised at all if this happens. And I would love that to happen because I think digital music, yeah, it's easy. But at the same time, having the actual CD and everything else, makes things more interesting and more desirable by the audience. And you have something in your hand, you holding it. And it's just, I think it's going to be absolutely fabulous, fabulous thing to see coming back.
Absolutely. And I've already talked to some other musicians. They feel the sound on a vinyl record is better than on a CD or live streaming platforms, the quality.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with them completely.
Before we play one of your latest singles, "Godness of Life," "Godness of Life," are you able to tell us about that single of yours, "Godness of Life"?
Of Light, yeah, Goddess of the Light is actually a song about women warriors, women who have to go through so much in life. There are so many women going through, turbulent times and being warriors and pushing and becoming ashes. And then from ashes, they turn to this beautiful bird and continue their journey. And um, being an example for every woman uh, all over the world, and being a strong warrior, pushing, having faith in herself, believing in herself, and continue to pursue her dreams and following the path towards her greatest achievements.
One thing too also is not to play small. Too many people play small and don't live up to the potential.
Yeah, because the way the society is constructed, you have to have a lot of friends, but not all of them are friends. And kind of, I found out the hard way that friends, it's a huge word, and you need to be careful how you use it. You have acquaintances, but you don't have friends. Friend, it's
Yeah,
very big word, and you need to be careful who you call friend. Very
especially
careful.
especially not just in the music industry, but also in the media industry or any career too. Too many people think acquaintances are friendships, and that's not the case. There's a huge difference.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. So be
Di-
careful.
Diana, do I have to ask you this? Do I have permission to play your song "Godness of the Light" just due to YouTube and Facebook copyright?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And by the way, Diane, I don't know if this will happen. I know it happened with my other guest. If you can't hear me when the song is off, maybe just log off and log back on again. I don't know for some reason. Apple, if you use Apple, sometimes it can be funny with StreamYard.
Okay, no problem.
So hopefully it doesn't, but we're going to play this song right now, Godness of Life. And thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to listening to it. Just let me know if
Thank
you
you.
can hear the audio okay.
I will. Yes.
Okay.
She walks with grace and fire in her eyes, a force of nature underneath the skies. She's faced with storms and conquer every fear. A strong woman, she's standing tall and clear. She's a strong woman, unbreakable and bold, a warrior queen with a heart of gold. She rises from the ashes like a phoenix in the flight. A strong woman, she owns the power of her light. In every step she writes her own story, a trailblazer in all her glory. She fought for love and for her dreams. A strong woman, she's not defined by skills. She is a strong woman, unbreakable and bold, a warrior queen with a heart of gold. She rise from the ashes like a phoenix in a flight, a strong woman who owns the power of her light. She is a symbol of strength for all to see. Her spirit is unbound, she is wild and free. She lifts others up with spirit so kind. A strong woman, she is force of humankind. She is a strong woman, unbreakable and bold, a warrior queen with a heart of gold. She rises from the ashes like a phoenix in a flight. A strong woman, she owns the power of her light. So let's celebrate her in all her might, for she's a strong woman, a beacon in the night. So let's celebrate her in all her might, for she's a strong woman, a beacon in the night.
thoughts on this song?
It's just, one amazing song that I'm sure is going to make every woman think about her life, think that the things she's capable to do, walk it in retrospect, and just leave, all the things in the past and start growing from the place she's at the moment, being brave and uh, you know, have faith in her future and know that she's capable to accomplish anything what she wants and what she dreams about, because everything what happened in the past is just lessons, and we sometimes we need these lessons, even most of the time, so we can grow from it and become our best version.
You always want to continue to grow and not shrink,
Exactly. Exactly.
except for me in the waistline. I try to be funny. That's why I'm in radio. That's why I'm not a comedian. Laughter is a good thing too. It's like a form of therapy.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you completely. Laugh, have a good time. I'm telling people, don't pay attention on anything. Live your life. If you wanna just use the silver lining in life, just use it in your advantage and just be yourself. Just enjoy life because there is only one life. There is no another. So live it from your heart, from your soul. Be your best version of yourself. And again, be aware of the people who are surrounding you. And when it comes to family, sometimes family is not a healthy connection. And sometimes you just have to leave them where they are and love them from a distance and
I
continue to live your life.
absolutely, and I find being 53, my inner circle over the years has shrunk, but I'm a much happier person. And doing my career, this is something I have a passion for. And I can tell
Me
you
too.
how, and I can
Yeah.
tell how passionate you are as well.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm telling people, I don't need a lot of people around me. Whenever I feel I want to be by myself, I'm going to be because this is my choice. It's not like we are loners or we don't like people or anything like that. We are just very choosy and we know what we want and we know where we want to be and how our life we want to be. So respect me and I will respect you, and everything is going to be fine. We need to honor people. We need to love people just the way they are. And we need to get rid of this judgment and try to fit them in our views how their life is going to be.
Wanted to ask you this too before we get to some other questions. Do you find obviously judging, but do you find belittling has increased of others with the internet and social media too?
Yes, yes, there is so much bullying going on the media places and kind of impacts people and plays with their self-esteem and their desire to live even, which is not okay. And and again, it comes to empathy and it shows how much people have changed, not in a good way
Do you
because
find so
yeah.
absolutely like social skills have shrunk? Like back in the 70s and 80s, I would call people with telephone, I would go to their door, knock on their door, I would play with kids baseball, hockey, football, basketball after school. That was social media, and now every day everybody's on their phone and their laptops.
Absolutely, because and doing that, it kind of, I'm sorry, but it makes you a soulless person because you don't have these one-on-one interactions with the people around you. I remember growing up, I was constantly with my friends, and we were, like you said, playing, ball, running, going to a movie,
Yep.
doing stuff together. And these media places, they're on the phone facing each other using FaceTime option and everything else, but it's still a machine. You need to be physically present with your peers and have a good time. And this helps you become, a better version of yourself.
Yep. Hey Diana, We'll just talk a little bit about being a writer and author, but can you tell us about being the author of Fire and Ice? I believe came out in 2012, won an NABE award. And can you tell us about some of your other books? Some of your other books, I believe 7 other books you've written, and how would you describe yourself as an author?
You know what? I write books again based on life. And the books I write, as an author, I want to make a relationship with the society and other people from all over the world, so I can convey a message that it's important for the improvement of us as a human beings, and kind of a shift their attention toward the things that actually are keeping us from being the best version of ourselves and having the kind of society we wish to have. And if we want something, if we want better relationships when it comes to being a better version of ourselves, we need to first of all work on ourselves, do some work on ourselves, and do some improvements if we need some improvements. And then we can, give this to the society and help on the way of making the society a better place for everybody.
Self-love.
Yep, absolutely.
It all
Self-love.
starts with us before
Yep,
you get into relationships with other people. You have to love yourself first.
absolutely. Absolutely. So you can, have better relationships with everybody. And at the same time, just one person can um, make a huge difference, because we are picking from each other. We are like copycats, and we can accomplish a lot. But in order for this to happen again, we need to self love. We need to love ourselves.
How satisfying that to have your music, your books, and as a life coach be able to impact and help others.
Actually, this is the best feeling in the world. I can tell you that if I can help today just one person, my day is fulfilled. I feel happy, and there is no price tag attached to it.
How can our audience purchase Fire and Ice and your other 7 other books you've written?
They can go on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and they can go on Apple. I have most of my books in audio version. Just my last book, Dare to Tell the Truth. It's not. It's 365 pages, and they can type my name in the search bar, Dianna Bellerose, and all of my music and books are going to come, so they'll be able to find it, as well as they can go on my website, diannabellerose.com, and do it there.
What are your thoughts on the hard copy books industry shrinking and everything being digital?
You know what? I feel that having a hard copy of the book, having it in your hands and to smell it, the book, it's absolutely amazing feeling. And I think again that things are going eventually shift to the old ways. I don't know. I have this feeling, and I feel that this is going to be, the best way for people to go back to the love of reading of books. And um, somehow they're going to take time to start reading and to start learning, because reading a book, it kind of open your eyes for life, for the things that are happening in life. At the same time, it helps with your mental health also, because it takes your mind away from all the things that are happening in your life. Instead of having this chit chat in your head constantly, you're concentrated on the book you're reading, you're holding it in your hands, and um, it helps improve your health, and at the same time it makes you a better person.
Have you ever experienced writer's block in all the 7 books you've written so far?
Right now, actually, I feel like I'm at this point, writer's block, because I haven't started my 8th book. I'm going to start working on my 8th book. I have everything in my head. What I want to write is going to be biography, basically, based on my life in Hollywood. Everything what had happened is going to be a raw book, is going to be honest book, and there is not going to be any fiction in it. But right now, I don't feel that I'm mentally where I'm supposed to be, so I can start writing. Right now, I'm still on my vacation, honestly, and I just need some time. I just need some time.
Can you tell us about the publishing aspect? Do you use a publisher or do you self-publish?
My first book is with a publisher, Infinity Publishing. I don't know if they still exist. Probably they do, because they still have copies of my book and they supply Amazon. Um, the rest of the books I self published. And I love the whole procedure of self publishing. And of course, it helps me. Having to have confidence of doing things by myself, and at the same time I have control over my books.
Dianna, can you just tell our audience a little bit how you became a life coach and what made you get into being a life coach?
Actually, my first experience from my memories are when I was in a middle school, and I was helping my friends mothers when they were going through a hard time, and this was something I wasn't paying attention at this time. I had no idea that I have this skill. And eventually, during my lifetime, during my relationships and everything else, I kind of started thinking that could be a good addendum to the life of other people by helping them from my experience and my curiosity about humanity, relationships, and everything else that is included when it comes to daily interactions, and kind of made me feel and ask questions about why this person is acting the way they are, why they're doing this. Uh, and these are the questions that kind of helped me think about how important would be for me to help other people because of my interest in psychology. And I took a lot of psychology classes in college, and I got a lot of certificates here in Hollywood also. I got involved with some people that I study psychology more in depth. So these I'm using on a daily basis, believe it or not, and I'm helping people even right now, and I'm making difference in their life, and I showing them how the things are in life from different perspective. And it's really interesting when people say, hey, I never thought like this, I never look at things from this angle. And again, this makes me think that I can give a lot to the society, make a difference, at the same time, make people heal and make people stay in good mental health. Because when you are brainstorming all the things that are happening in your life and try to look them from different perspective, like a witness from the side, uh, things are going to start looking not so scary, and you start concentrating on the solutions instead of on the problem by itself.
What makes a good life coach and how important is listening skills?
That's the most important thing, to listen to other people, what they have to say before you inject your opinion. That's very important thing.
Diana, can you just tell our audience about some of the services you provide at Belrose Coaching? And are your sessions in person or just virtually only?
It could be in person. If you don't live very far away from me, we can meet, we can talk, and we can schedule it. And at the same time, we can create a map with all the things that you need, because every person have different needs, and we can start working from bottom up. And I have done it with a lot of people, a lot of women, and I have seen huge improvement. As a matter of fact, I during the COVID, I worked with a friend of mine from London, and I see where she's right now in her life. She's a fashion designer. She actually right now is able to use her confidence, something that she didn't have, and to help her grow in what she wants to do. And she has become unstoppable, which is really important. Really important. We talked about that, to concentrate on the things that you want, but in order to have everything what you want, you need to do some self improvement, and we need to find out what are the things that are keeping you from being your best version before we start building the other things you want in your life.
On average, how long is one of your sessions? And do you work with men too or just women only?
I work with men also. It's not, gender, thing. Everybody needs help in this life. And I have worked with men also. I had men crying, having bad relationships, and, I wiped a lot of tears, and I helped them understand women and how women operate and what they have done wrong and what they have done right and everything else, which is basically one of the things that keep good relationship. People need to know that men and women are different, and they see life through different, angle. And I definitely suggest, if you want to be in a healthy relationship, do the homework and make sure that you know that, and what exactly what exactly is the difference between men and women.
Relationships are 50-50. Both sides have to put in the work. One side can't do all the work.
That's true. That's true. But you need to know that you're different. That's very
Abs-
important.
Absolutely. Diana, for those people who are watching our show live stream and audio, what's the best way to contact you if they're interested in hiring you as a life coach?
They can email me, Dianna Bellerose, lifecoach@gmail.com. In the subject line, they can just put, I need a session, which I will know to open right away. And also, I just don't want to give my phone number, of course, but eventually email is the best way to do it. Dianna Bellerose, life coach at Gmail, Diana with one N, DianaBellerose, coach at gmail.com. Just send me your email and we can schedule it online. We can, message each other. Anything that you feel comfortable doing, I will do it for you. And of course, if you live close to me, I'll be more than happy to meet with you and learn about you and discuss what kind of a needs you need, so you can live the life that is meant to be yours without any restrictions.
And if I was in California right now, I would probably have you as well, the life coach. I think you're great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope I will see you in California soon.
Fingers crossed. And as we wrap up the show, Diana, can you just tell our audience a little bit about your radio show, the Dianna Bellerose Show?
Dianna Bellerose show ended in January 2024 because Blog Talk Radio closed their website and all the tools they were giving us, which were absolutely amazing. I was reaching all over the world. Australia, China were one of my best friends, Canada too. And it was show about women's issues, about domestic violence, abuse, and at the same time, it was a show for all the authors to talk about their books and everything else. And I also had some guests from India, and I did some YouTube shows live using the same platform you're using. It was just amazing opportunity to learn about other people, to give them the opportunity to share their stories and help other people with that. And I'm sorry this platform is no longer functional, but I have all of these podcasts available on YouTube. You just have to put in the search bar Dianna Bellerose podcasts, and all the podcasts are going to come. And you'll be able to listen, to download if you have a premium version of YouTube, and at the same time comment, and I will respond right away. There are a lot of podcasts. There are about probably hundreds. Sometimes I do interviews on Instagram, and if you want to be my guest on Instagram, you can do that by emailing me, Dianna Bellerose, lifecoach at gmail.com, and say, I want an interview. And I'll be more than happy to reply to you, get to know you, and give you the opportunity as well to share again your products, your expertise, and everything else.
What's next on your bucket list, Dianna? And what's one fun fact about yourself?
The fun fact is that Dianna Bellerose is like a small child. I have a very young soul. I love to play soccer. I love to have fun. I love to dance. I love to sing, of course. And I love to hang with other people. And I love to be silly. I don't want to be serious constantly. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. What is,
Absolutely.
yeah. What is for the future right now? I'm traveling, and this was one of the best experience. I traveled for my birthday, which was March 25th. I went to San Francisco. I went to Dubai, and my birthday actually I was on the airport of Dubai, but I didn't mind at all because I had a great time with the staff of the coffee shop there, and I met a fellow passenger. She bought me a cupcake, and I love these spontaneous things that are happening, and I don't have any problem with that. And as always, I am having fun no matter what's going on in my life. And I can tell you, when I left Los Angeles to come to Maldives, when I landed on San Francisco, I received a message from Emirates that my flights coming back got canceled. So, but I didn't discourage myself. I did my work. That's why I'm telling people, concentrate on a solution. Don't get stressed, because this paralyze your brain and you don't know where to go. And eventually things are going to work the way you want them to work. And again, what is meant to be is going to be. Then I flew to Dubai. I had fabulous travel from Dubai to Maldives. I had absolutely amazing time. And just don't get discouraged. Just, concentrate on the positive things and believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and everything is going to work the way you want things to work.
Dianna, as we wrap up the show, I have a new segment called Ask the Host CDP a question. Do you have a question for me before we wrap this up?
Where do you see going with this podcast you're doing right now?
I would like to either get back on traditional radio or to continue to build my brand, continue to grow my YouTube channel and all my social media platforms, continue to get more advertisers, sponsors here, and just continue to make a name for myself, because I really have a passion for this. And I love the storytelling. I love the networking, connecting, and the learning from every guest that come on here. And I make mistakes, and I try to learn from my mistakes and to keep improving every show.
That's absolutely amazing. You're on the right path, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for having me. I had a wonderful time. And I just cannot wait to see where you're going to be with your career in the future and be your guest again.
Yeah, absolutely. You have an open invite to come back on and maybe talk a little more about your next book and your next song and about more about life coaching as well. And it's the guests that make a great show. I'm just the host. My job is to make my guests feel comfortable and to share their careers and stories on here.
Yeah, absolutely. As a podcast host also for years and years, I definitely feel the same way as you.
Finally, where can our audience follow you on social media, your website, and again, the best way of contacting you as a life coach as we wrap this up?
Yeah, the best way to contact me is using my Gmail, Dianna Bellerose, lifecoach@gmail.com. And you can follow me on Instagram, Beverly Hills Coaching. And my music Instagram is Dianna Bellerose Music _8. You can find me on Twitter, Dianna Bellerose. You can find me on LinkedIn, Dianna Bellerose. And the best way to schedule live coaching session, which is half hour free, is Dianna Bellerose life coach at gmail.com. And I'll be looking forward to help you. Right now, I'm planning to take my best students to Maldives with me eventually, and for us to have a good time, 5 days at Maldives, since I created a lot of connections with the people who loved me there. They're constantly messaging me when I'm going to be back. So this was fabulous thing. At the same time, going and having a good time and creating lasting relationships too.
Well, Diana, I want to say thank you so much for giving us over an hour of your time tonight and continued success in your music career and as an author and as a life coach. And you definitely have an invite to come back on my show again in the future as well. And maybe one day we can do a comedy act.
That will be great.
I used to be 5'9", now I'm 5'6".
Oh, really? So you're a comedian. I didn't
Sometimes
know. Sometimes. Oh, that's good.
try
That's
to be
very
funny.
good.
Try to be
Try to
funny
be.
occasionally.
Hey, I love to be funny. Sometimes I'm very funny, when I get on this, wave and people are laughing around me, and I love it so much. If I make somebody laugh, hey, that's the best thing ever.
Diana, also give me a little bit of time tonight and I will send you the video, the audio, and some reels and clips as well from your
I
appearance
cannot
here tonight.
wait.
Thank you so much, Diana. Continued success in your career, and we'll talk to you really soon on social media.
Absolutely. Have a great day,
Thank
everybody. Great
you
week
too.
also.
Thank,
Thank you.
thank you so much, Diana. We'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye. All right, everyone, that wraps up a doubleheader today. 2 shows today with Carrie Norland, a crime analyst with the Lakewood, Colorado Police Department. She came on earlier today, and that is Dianna Bellerose, who is a singer, songwriter, author, and a life coach as well. As we wrap up this show today, guys, I get another announcement. Another next live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Again, brought to you by BarryCullen.com. On Wednesday, April 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern, special guest, a friend of mine, Danny Spiro, a Nashville country music recording artist. He's going to come on and talk about his newest single called Hating Your Name. Hating Your Name is his latest single. And if you're a fan of country music and Danny Spiro, please check out Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. Wednesday, April 15th, 7 p.m. Danny Spiro, again, Nashville country music recording artist with his latest single, Hating Your Name. I want to give a big shout out to Michelle Glatley and Zach and Kat in the entire Cambridge District Humane Society. They had their Prohibition fundraising event on this past Saturday. So please check out my social media pages for pictures and videos. the live band, the swing, I can't think what I'm trying to remember their name again. The swing live band, they were outstanding. The silent auction had a number of gifts, thanks to the Buffalo Bisons, the Wellington Brewery, to myself, Cipriana's Pizza, all donated prizes for the silent auction. There was Blue Jay tickets. There was a Nathan McKinnon jersey. So I want to say Michelle Glatley and to her staff and Zach, congratulations on this event. I think it really went well. I believe they had about 150 people there, and they had some delicious appetizers and desserts. And of course, yours really had a little bit of too much pie and some desserts as well. So it was a great time. So please check out my social media pages for pictures and videos as well. And speaking of the Cambridge District Humane Society, if you're looking to adopt a pet, check out CambridgeHumaneSociety.org. All the pets that are up for adoption, their profile and information are on there as well. And if you're looking to volunteer like I do twice a week at the Cambridge District Humane Society, go to CambridgeHumaneSociety.org. Go to the volunteer section and fill it out as well. So the Cambridge District Humane Society, they do a great job in looking after our furry friends and ensuring they get adopted into good homes and good families as well. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can adopt it at the Cambridge District Humane Society, located at 1650 Dunbar Road. Telephone number 519-623-7722, extension 0, and ask for Kat or Zach or Michelle or any other staff. They do a wonderful job down there as well. By the way, I have another announcement too as we wrap up this second show of the day, and that is from Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Right now, there's a $1,500 truck trade-in bonus on any new 2026 Silverado 1500 crew cab. Requires 2015 or newer pickup trade and is separate, assessed, and accepted by the dealer. Conditions apply. View offer details or drop by Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Gulf Auto Mall. Tell them Chris Palme sent you, or you can call them at 519-824-0210, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. And again, Barry Cullen Chevrolet is the proud sponsor and advertiser on Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And again, my guest tonight, Dianna Bellerose. You can check out her website, Dianna with 2N, Bellerose.com, DiannaBellerose.com, and she's also on Instagram and Linktree. So make sure you follow Dianna Bell on those sites, and with 2 N's, by the way. And as we wrap up the show, guys, you can follow me on Cameo. You can book a personalized video from yours truly on CDP on Cameo.com. Type Chris Palme in. I do happy birthday, happy Hanukkah, congratulations, happy anniversary, anything within reason. I look forward to your requests today. So please book a personalized video from yours truly on Cameo.com. You can also follow me on Blue Sky Social. Blue Sky Social is what Twitter used to be like, at Live with CDP19 on Blue Sky Social. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, again, is live streamed on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, and on Instagram. Please check out my updated website on beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. Some of my short and long interviews are on there. Some of my in-person interviews are there. And if you want to find me on social media, go to beacons.ai/Chris D. Palme. All my media content and my WordPress site is on there as well. If you'd like to check out my latest Buffalo Bandit story on WordPress.com. And finally, guys, you can follow me, this content creator, on TikTok at Chris Palme. Follow, like, and share. And I have a lot of content coming to TikTok soon. StreamYard is the official live stream provider of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're into webinars, live streaming, or podcasting, go to StreamYard.com. They have basic free plans, paid professional plans like yours truly has. And if you're a business that does a lot of webinars, go to StreamYard.com and contact our sales department for business pricing as well. And yours truly has been with StreamYard now for 5 years. Finally, guys, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. The audio version is on these platforms: iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Spotify, Castbox, LinkedIn, Pandora, Tuned In, YouTube Music, and Good Pods. And remember to subscribe, like, and share. Finally, guys, you can email the show live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show at cpame19@gmail.com. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback would be greatly appreciated. And if you like my media work, you like my YouTube channel, my content, my talk shows, and you'd like to support it, I'm on paypal.com. Go to paypal.com at Chris Pame or email me cpame19@gmail.com if you want to PayPal me or book a personalized video through cameo.com. And as we wrap up the show, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Threads, Blue Sky, anywhere except Snapchat. And also remember to check out my YouTube channel, Chris Pame Live with CDP Talk Show. Subscribe, like, and share. And also check out my YouTube Shorts channel as well. And that is about it for tonight's show, guys. As we wrap up the show tonight, I want to say a little prayer for one of my neighbors. Stuart, I've known him for 20 years. He had a medical condition tonight. So prayers for Stuart, and hopefully Stuart will make a full recovery. Stuart has always been really good to me over his 20 years of being my neighbor. And one thing I've learned in life, your health is number one. Nothing else matters. So I'm wishing Stuart all the best in his recovery, prayers, and just don't ever take people for granted or your health as well. So Stuart is one of the good guys, and he's one of my supporters here on Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. And again, I want to say thank you to Carrie Nordland and to Dianna Bellerose for coming on here today. A busy day for me in terms of guests and shows, but I love doing this show. And I want to say thank you to you, the audience, watching this on live stream or on my audio platforms. Thank you so much for watching and listening to the show. And again, thank you to our friends at Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership for being a part of this show as an advertised sponsor as well. And if you're a business out there here in Guelph, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, you're looking to advertise, email me at cpame19@gmail.com. My prices are competitive and reasonable compared to traditional radio. And I look forward to working with you in your business and getting it advertised on my platforms as well. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow night, Wednesday, April 15th, 7 p.m. with special guest, Nashville country music recording artist, Danny Spiro. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks again for watching and listening to Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, hosted by Chris Pame and brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership here in Guelph. Good night, everybody.